What do you think of the FIH Pro League?
Um, as a spectator, I quite like it. It's just like more hockey, I guess. I quite like it because I mean hockey's not so Premier League hockey in the UK isn't televised, so we don't get to see unless you go and watch a game or unless you watch the highlights on galvanized media, which aren't always the best quality. They're not like the Dutch highlights, for example, where they got proper kind of commentary and those are shot with proper TV cameras and stuff like that. They've got proper replays, etc. Because hockey's not televised in the UK and we don't see as much of it, and there's not enough content for hockey. Things like the Pro League are really good because they show it on BT Sport. Get to see some of my mates playing in some of the best games in the world. I love it, but I do kind of relate it to kind of the Nations League in football, where I kind of think, what like almost what is it, and what it's a bit of a weird competition. It's new, isn't it? It's really new. So what really is the point of it, and why bring it in? For me, like they could have kept the Champions Trophy. I quite like the Champions Trophy because they were shorter, sharper. They used to go to certain countries and do it as well. And I quite like that form of a tournament where all the teams would go into a hotel and play all the games within a 1-2 week period and actually play against each other. I quite like watching that because then you're like, okay, nice. The Champions Trophy's going on. Kind of come home. I remember, for example, the Hockey World Cup. When the Hockey World Cup was going on, the best thing ever. I had my exams at school. I remember, I think it was my GCSEs when it was in Holland or something. I'd have my exams. I'd come home. I'd have it on have it on record. Sit down and watch the whole game. It was amazing, and it was just 2-3 weeks of just pure hockey. And I preferred that to say, for example, a Nations League or something like that, where you're kind of you've got 2 or 3 games kind of spotted around randomly throughout the year in kind of a calendar that doesn't really make sense to most people other than the people within the actual tournament. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I yeah,
Yeah, I get the sense you agree.
yeah. The half court press is agrees with you.
Mm,
A lot of the players in the second and third tiers that I've spoken to have said, "Well, we love watching it as a
mm,
fan. We're learning from it by watching these top people, but we're not getting a chance to participate. Therefore, the gap is widening.
mm.
Um, we, we're not getting the chance to keep up."